In the latest 1.19 pre-release, Mojang may have just made a decision that would ban you from every single server. What do I mean by you could be banned from every server in existence? Well, similar to the feature where you can ban players, like this screen right here, Mojang recently added a utility that will allow you to report players to them, and then they can block them from online play. Now, I'm going to discuss why there are issues with this, and possible alternatives that they can make, and explain along the way different alternatives to why this could be a bad idea. Before I dive into why I see issues with this chat report system, I do genuinely believe that this is a good intended system. Furthermore, I do believe that Mojang does still want the best for their community. But I will also say this: the road to hell was paved with good intentions. So, the first and biggest issue I have with this chat report system is mass reporting and the inevitable result of automation. See, this tool will absolutely be automated on Mojang's end. There is no doubt in my mind that that will happen, and unless, for instance, we get written word from Jeb, from Agnes, and from Microsoft itself that Mojang will refund users who are banned by this system, I believe that this is immoral and almost a breach of contract, as now a game with a fundamental feature like multiplayer will be completely blocked off from us due to a contract that we never signed, that we never agreed to when we bought the game. So, see, the problem with the mass reporting system comes down to content creators like me who, for instance, I stream on Hypixel, where I'm at right now. I stream at 7 p.m. every week on Saturday. Well, what happens if someone mass reports me? Well, now the Mojang system catches up to it and is like, oh, this person is clearly bad. I don't even have to look at the messages because they have 1,000 reports. And so I'm banned and I can't play online anymore. Well, now, am I likely to make more Minecraft content? Maybe. Probably not, though. I'm probably just gonna go on and play Scrap Mechanic or another game that I own. Why would I play a game like Minecraft if I can't play it with my friends? Now, the other thing too is that a side of this issue is unrelated to the chat report system, and a bigger issue with Mojang as a whole. Mojang's communication on this topic was horrible. There have already been questions from players whether this will impact realms only. Okay, that's one issue, right, that can be discussed and really has completely different implications if it means reporting you and you're banned from using realms versus reporting you and you're banned from playing online ever again. I want to discuss one other thing, which is what I believe the inevitable result of this will be, and that's the death of Minecraft on YouTube. See, what happens is if a game basically becomes to the point that if you play it, you get banned from it, nobody, or at least fewer and fewer people, will make content on that game. What it will result in is that Minecraft may never be on YouTube again. And depending on how they implement this, Minecraft could be dead within the next year. And again, this is solely speculation. I am not necessarily saying that this is the actual result that will happen, what Minecraft is targeting, because I genuinely do not want to believe that Agnes or Jeb or whoever made this decision is so stupid, okay? And I don't like saying that. I don't like insulting people's intelligence because I believe that is quite rude, but I cannot genuinely believe someone would be stupid enough to think that Minecraft can survive without content creators. Because, simply put, we're what breathes life into the game for players who have taken a break, or what breathes new life into players who are actively doing things. And a major part of the community is content creators. So that right there is solely the issue of mass reportings, is that it could kill Minecraft YouTube. But here's how this can also directly impact you. What would happen if you get Curse of Binding on your head from a friend after an AFK session? You get up out of your farm, you're about to go put on your armor, and you notice you got a big old dragon head. Well, I mean, yeah, the prank's fine, but now you gotta go, get the Curse of Binding off. Well, how do you do that? You gotta go kill yourself. And so you say, maybe on a large public server, oh, I gotta go kill myself. And then you send another message, so someone put a Curse of Binding dragon head on me. Now, someone who maybe doesn't like you reports that I'm gonna go kill myself message. And it's like, oh yeah, well, you could be more careful, but come on, how pedantic must we be? See, the fact of the matter is the context of that situation is very different than if someone said it with another group of messages. Mojang will have to be very careful with how they manage chat reports, and they will have to be very clear with their community. Else, people become so afraid to play online that servers will not go past 1.18. And that, sadly, will also kill Minecraft as a whole, because fewer and fewer people will buy the game, and inevitably, Jeb, Agnes, to all the Mojang devs out there, you might be out of a job because nobody genuinely thinks that they can play this game and enjoy it. I do want to also, before I continue, and give y'all some alternatives to what Mojang could do instead of the current system they've proposed, is I want to extend some extreme grace to Mojang. I've reread the article as of the 24th, which is the day this was recorded, and it seems like, based on the wording, this may not have been an internal decision at Mojang, but Microsoft possibly requiring it, and very likely, it's that Mojang was actually required in Microsoft due to some court case. If this is the case, please be honest with your community. If it is from Microsoft, say, Microsoft has required that we do this. It is not that we do that we live by the Microsoft terms of service and that we believe in them, but that we are being required to do so. It is not of our own choice. And yeah, I know, your big kahuna, the controller in Microsoft will not like that. With this being said, I do think there are other ways this can be done. So the first thing is that I do believe that some form of chat report system could be done and reviewed by y'all. But what you do is, instead of permanently banning someone from playing online at all, you add a tag to their UUID that says that they were reported and found guilty for a specific reason, and possibly include a number of times that this has happened. That way, when a server like Hypixel looks at it and says, well, that's something I really don't want on my server, so we'll ban this person. We don't want that. But then there might be another case where a server does allow it. And these servers will slowly be proven to be safe or not safe, and inevitably, the best result for the community as a whole will come to fruition. It will take time, and it will possibly result in some growing pains, but it will happen. Finally, I do want to ask one thing of Jeb, Agnes, and Microsoft, or specifically the person who is leading up Mojang from Microsoft and is controlling Jeb. And that is that you guys need to work on your communication skills. Sadly speaking, the community has been confused about the last 3 updates. And with this, you have to be incredibly clear. And I mean down to the point where it might be beneficial that each of the community standards be numbered and be specifically numbered, such that, you know, if I am banned for racism or something like that, well, then I know exactly why I was banned. You need to make your communication clear if you do implement this, that, hey, you got banned because of this reason, because you sent this message at this time on this server. And you're like, but that's too much work. You can automate 90% of that message right there, because y'all are attaching a lot of metadata to the report so that you can validate things. Because, well, if someone reports something from a non-existent server, then maybe that's not the problem. The final thing I will say too, and this is very aggressive, something I really have come to despise, and that is the Microsoft team that I believe is manipulating Minecraft and is trying to squeeze as much as I can out of the brand Minecraft and kill the Minecraft community. Stop, please. We cannot, as a community, continue with this communication. Simply put, Minecraft is dying because, well, the community doesn't trust that Mojang is good to their word. That's the whole reason why this, to be honest, is probably controversial. Thus, I say this. If you want a 100-year brand Minecraft, stop controlling Mojang, because you either have control or what you bought. And sadly, you're not stewarding this well. I do invite everyone to come and discuss this in the comments down below. Please be respectful and kind of each other, because don't be cussing people out or anything like that. I would rather have polite, respectful discussion. But without further ado, this has been Negative Light signing out, and God bless y'all.